abusua we de mame enchia ona memo wakwa banfa ombra Randy J report so na honorable Alexander Kwamena Afeny Markin ene wakakopie mu ewo asase radio wo mu dwumadie bia wo ye na no pa mo fa ne se tumpan na wohwe ensem ahodo ye a Afeny Markin akakohwe agu ho no mu a na chese eniema ekoso wo man ye mara se badwafie mu papa ensem ekoso wo man ye mara se badwafie mu a brano na se nka de Ghana ye nyina yetimi hunu de ye mara se badwafo wonom eyon wo ho na yenim se Kwamena Afeny Markin wona ye mara se badwani de ma efutufo anase efutu abato mpehwea so ene wono na ye wopanipa ya woda edom kuma mekire minority wo mara se badwafie mu na sese GOLDBOD kapudio ya wakakobo ye nam so ma IMF for the nkrata abre wo man yemra hye badwafiem ese yenyan mpo a yanhwe a enka ye de tabo anase ye de so ebeto ye sikasem bi so e wa monone ampenifo asesi ameno kasei wonom edi hu nkomo etu hu anamo se de be ya won be pene pomasibre GOLDBOD ya yewura same jamfi edi wonani mo no kire sese IMF for the krata ababonten aba beyese sede na wonom etiatiemu ebodewuro se GOLDBOD aboka 214 million no se na nyesa akora na tie eye 1.7 billion US dollars ena ye ka wabo eno da nchenso so asisi IMF de krata e dia break Bank of Ghana kire se de anhwa enche be kwa ho kire buruburo because sika pudio ya Bank of Ghana ehwie edi try say inflation be gina ba bi egina na dollar no so sebi etimi akofom ntino wohwi wo ma ye japade kakra ye wo nyina de agumu a or the control inflation no ena IMF for the krata babonten aba be kirem se eno so enya ade e beboa ye edo da nchen say cocoa reforms ya o mode kopia o man mera che badwafie mu a wono mode akako so akuafo mene ya o mche se akuafo pe o mu mpe o say de abre wo mu aba be ya reho sem akuafo esu hu no so Afeny Markin aka ho nsem ya say de galamse ya MPP for NDC de bo mutriswa se wo man timi anko o mode o mo ba acha bosumi nsia de o betu ase ne ade nene aka koduru sei Afeny Markin enya daje akirekire sansem ni nyinam a mepesa obaje bre na wode watie bi mesre se obala like me video no share na wode wadwenkire nso so aba yenko na yenkotie interview no ya ekoso ewo asase radio so wadaroma.
Dr. Baumia is a problem solver. Abrebone hu odu baby a want wase. Okay. Abrebon odu baby a want wase. But with time, nimpa betu wase. Dr. Baumia Sabio obey running mate osum party osumi obey vice president wanda ozi ni nyimzi nyina de sum yan papa Nana Akufo-Addo na ben. Some of the key challenges are yenye wabem wanda wo ho dano minua atoforsen oba parliament okasan for the first time ato praise Dr. Baumia ose obo MPP in about the war them digitalization ayeye them say hey echimwehu all the payment systems, the e-governance initiatives are ye introducing for reforms no mana na mwehu de sana mo bobo ya abado atoba a budget review no media review he said it me pedo ehwehwe tape na ebo na nkofo
tape no ma misisi ya
ese onara okasen atuna na muto all these initiatives no or Dr. Baumia Damu God for reserve see nsanda NDC funa wen muto. They are not even properly managing it the way or then chawaye mpocho. So Dr. Baumia ite ne kase nyinara he is youth centered. You see, the world today has changed. It has changed into a digital age, technology.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence. So what can the asset are? Today, your knowledge over a certain software is your asset. It is property or your wage japazi. A japazi in ya a dang in the sikadri tebio. Or ye nimzibia war it was technology bihu. Only a japazi. You see, whenever Dr. Baumia talks about digitalization, he's directly speaking to the youth and opportunities that he wants to use technology to create for employment. Because you need a leader who has a broader understanding of the technological age and is willing to invest in technology to create economic opportunities for the youth. Ghana, your problem I will say is unemployment. Galam say Ayeka is because youth in Pinara wonya moframe wie university. When any da dan da obey adwuma COCOBOD, Bank of Ghana, Ghana Gas, GMPC, bobo abey adwuma no nkote. But in your abey adwuma no be create economic growth. Or your ankra adwuma no be create economic growth. So what Dr. Baumia is saying in there, say yaman akwenya ni economic policy no, it will be fully be anchored on technology. Sometimes people say, oh, Dr. Baumia or economist, now he has veered off from economic issues. Yeah. Really? Do they understand the age we are in? In Bria woman or digital revolutionary age. We are in an era of digital revolution. So any economic policy devoid of this imperative is empty. You cannot talk about policy, economy as a leader without fusing it with technology. So you need technology to move. So that is why he simplified it by saying that he will create a digitalized economy using the youth now. What should share opportunity no, as those who would benefit. Because abofre baby or where university or idea or your capital noze we develop a software. Yeah. The meaning panel once there is a national policy in that respect no so obotum wenya nanu eziban on kada obotwen Bank of Ghana employment on kada obotwen GMPC employment. So that is what it is. Look, yenuanum NDC for what promise P. What's what about 1 job 3 shifts? What's what about 24-hour economy? Look, well, I've been asking myself the NDC for the 24-hour economy Mamu King nasi chreden. If it is about creating opportunity for Ankran Juma, creating opportunity for the private sector, then what that means is that you need to also put in place the incentives for the private sector to take advantage of. But in the electricity, no electricity tariffs now so by almost 30%. They have imposed more taxes. If you comport what the Republican software was about, it is making life unbearable for importers. Today, there is no proper incentive for agriculture. That is why okwenya odo ebro odon emu oton na ebro na oye no bo yazine chen obi a we import ebro in Aba Ghana. So yenko no very simple. Why is it that you import maize all the way from Brazil? You import poultry products, akoko, chofi, prakonam oye pork import from abrochi obodu Ghana na itua tax mpo a retona oye cheaper than nkoko a anya won wo Ghana, than a brower wedua, than a mo wedua wo Ghana no import mo na itua tax still wasn't a idea wo Ghana no boyeze. It tells you straight away that there's policy misalignment. Okay. Abeno does not get it. 107.3. It's clear.
But in books, no, over indicators, no,
remember, if you are not spending, your duty as a government is to spend in key areas of the economy. If you are not spending and the money is there, and you are recording low inflation, your macroeconomic variables are stable, do you call them economic growth? You are satisfying IMF. Wasn't the IMF who was supervisor? This economy is an IMF supervised economy. It is not an economy that is being managed to benefit the ordinary Ghanaian. Why? Minority for yanyi aboso kan fu kedi nkomo. Your friend and them spare parts for no. Yanyi Ghana Employers Association for is in common. Yanyi Traders Association for no. Yanyi wage in common. Yanyi AGI Association of Ghana Industry. Yanyi wan katsina kukomo. There was live feed. Media fu nyina batsina ho. And these businessmen were bold. Ghana Union of Traders Association fu, they were bold. Media fu ho waka wanansam. How I welcome AGI for so wakasai. So you see, this is a responsible minority. Say your kasa di ye jina ye won jina do. It's not that you boy entrim. Nambom za or kodo we economy no mu na Ayeka. Aben be jobs we create. 107.3 create jobs bia. Rather no ihwema nkrofo na wa fon we dwumum wa sakipi nara. Thousands of Ghanaian youths have been denied their employment. They were sacked. They were dismissed. Their contract terminated without cause. Obia Yejuma 2017, 2018, 2020. Just because a baby no employee ninti. In fact, across all sectors, there is only one ministry and the major Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Minya nimpaze oye bia ebo na abado. Jenya Okujeto Ablakwa. I may disagree with him on many fronts. I have serious disagreement with him on foreign policy and even the way he handled MPP issues, the extreme okre and all of that. But at least what I know, nyede, as a foreign minister, no, those who were employed before he assumed office, one terminate to be Nejuma. That I commend him for that. 107.3. But what about the other ministers? They were sacking people, center, right, left. Other agencies, many of them, merely because Nyimpen were employing during MPP time. It's wrong. So they've created huge unemployment by sacking these people. And the worst part of it, one has one promises. It's to be create a 3 shifts so that youth in Binumba Yejuma Nopa, we are what's a new crampono, we go to one more torchlight. Na is I then is our door. They said it. And the so you know man this for one kasa working with position you know what ba being worker
leader obi wo fi obeka say den be ba ban beka sika why suspended na scanner and antenna hotoba krum na aban be decide say make it pusika.
They are not creating opportunities for economic growth. That's their fear. You see, for instance, 1D1F. they came and they cancelled the policy. It was wrong. What is a policy alternative? Bison, call the trade minister and interview her and ask the respected Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu-Ajare that, minister, more alternative policy must be after you cancel 1D, 1F. Then what is their vision for the private sector? What is NDC's vision for the private sector? Able opportunities and we create juma. Rather no, businessmen are being harassed here and there. I met some people. Odibia on the golf course now. Mekono, meeting some businessmen will show us in the Yoko freeze one account. In the Yoko actual letter come on all banks. There was show one same. And then we invite to Yoko. No we be so other wabun saying here then see we shares our particular company here then any the Michigan. When that has nothing to do with even politics. Oh, this is not the politicians or harass we know. These are private businessmen. That is what Yoko is doing. State agencies have been weaponized and they are attacking the business community in a very subtle way. So it is wrong to work hard to make money under NDC. And if they see that you are not aligned to them, that one day worse off. That is wrong. So I'm saying that they should create the opportunity for all of us. They should build the economy. They have an opportunity. 1.5 years gone, 2.5 years more. It doesn't matter whether you are going to lose an election. Build the economy, create the opportunities. 1D, 1F was basically to give incentive to the private sector. And there's evidence that many companies took advantage of the initiative and invested in Ghana and created the jobs. Kufone time, he declared golden age for business. It brought in a lot of investors. Akufo-Addo also introduced one district, one factory to create opportunities. Tax incentives, number one. What are our people doing? There's no incentive. There's no tax incentive. So how then do you say you are creating 24-hour economy when your electricity tariffs are very high? If you read the policy document, there's a clear mismatch between what they themselves have written, what was written by Mr. Guzitano. Yeah. And they later came to Parliament and said one 24-hour economy authority. No, so we'll establish authority. So is it about a bureaucratic institution? Is it about bureaucracy? Or is it about going to the people with what they need and giving them what they need? It's, you know, opening, for want of a better word, I would say NDC for unwe
and yeah, early days.
Oh, a group of Sofianopa. Akufo-Addo kade or the free SHS baban. Immediately, what's ready in now? You know, all the free SHS bay.
Yeah.
Anna. TVET. Also be free. Or start STEM education. Or introduce 1D, 1F. One village, one dam. Northern part of Ghana. A lot of farmers benefited from the one village, one dam. We saw expansion of infrastructure in our various schools. COCOBOD. Akufo-Addo invested heavily in COCOBOD. Road construction. Abenbi and BT Akufo-Addo no record. Look, Akufo-Addo now went through crisis. COVID-19 na nkofo kan was na COVID na Russia-Ukraine war. It really made an impact on our economy. Very negative. It was not easy. But Abenbi and you are perfect. In terms of Mejitum, even as a government, we made some mistakes. Mejitum, I accept it. Maybe with the benefit of hindsight, one can say that, oh, this could have been done better. And what they are celebrating, do you think that it suddenly arose? It couldn't have suddenly arisen. It couldn't have. It's not sudden. IMF reports said that we went through the difficult time. Look, we have paid dearly for the domestic debt exchange program, and they are benefiting. So now they create the impression that, oh, we kept the lights on. The gold for oil program, we used that in a time and there was crisis to stabilize our economy, in spite of all the challenges.
Gold reserves.
Intino, yayebi, yentumi ayeni nyina, edu hondo, so one yene yendene, yenshe.
Right, you been wrong, my mrash, but quickly answer the Beko Hono. Demonstration course, so democracy under attack. Critics will feel back and say, oh, Nasa Obia and Tobia and Bibia, Moya demonstration crano, Ubia Hamadrin. Pillars Bena Mujina, so they can say, your democracy can make cabino, your children and dating.
Number one, in the Ghana, the MPP Yakasa was it, what you show him, Wabecho. What parliament, Minima Hawa, me MPs in be welcome. Yes, I'm able to me, I can wapado. And they are TikToker, social media. Yes, young kada sebe obinka kasa kasefi intia omanpenyin honestly obi anjin to me them. But Ayeka in the so be ne kasai ankoye ya issue a writ of defamation against the person. Soon. May use embra na yamfa mbonu kwedu na yamfa nko to fiaze. Chantel Al-Hassan or the Fiazi. There is a guy who was earlier jailed, a TikToker be was friend Kwame Nkrumah the second. Do be anti because they won't be wa. So on politics one. I do be anka but I follow that story. Kwame Nkrumah the second. And as some crowd me pedam catch police for sunny there. Me someone p. Oh yeah, more on that than Crawford. Oh, he plead guilty. Judging or the Obomu mobile. Because for some reason there was a guilty plea and was jailed. Medibon. Those days now me practice no yaza police for ya pa. Especially outside Accra. You know, those police for no CID for no one pede wejuma no yes in inti watch one wada da wanyo kokos wuni bibi. Judge no Obomu mobile. Inti wo de wo kwa kase Wajatu. I did a lot of such cases. I had to file appeal and all of that. But today, under NDC, this is what is happening. In fact, just for the records, a minority have filed private members' motion to change, to amend that law, to repeal that law, section 207 and 208 of the Criminal and Other Offences Act. You have filed a amendment and the private members bill. And to say you parliament October, you expect the union majority for no cooperate with. And na you tum na you repeal the member. And after paying kufo or repeal the criminal libel law no. The oyembrebia yena paying for we free there or the one wo book no. And on na union NDC for take advantage. It's only to China about the justice system itself. Chief Justice Tokonu, now it is clear. The Osanda Mamino na ebia or one kon. I'm 1 years at war yen tina or then. How come the young Papa Chief Justice Sabio court convocation? Court convocation. It is for the judges and the lawyers to have rest. But you say all judges should go on vacation? Number no Sabio cases are your MPP for now. What one court? I'm a judges there. Won't just some. Is it to the computerized system now what they assign cases and so the essence of the computerized system no was to allow for fair trial so that computer no assign case or the courts. It was introduced under Justice Georgina Wood in the time. Successive Chief Justice Awobenya was the Mazin Yejuma in the Nwechum intino wa direct court asam nko so that one preferred judge no with asam na wa mon judgment awhwehwe. Is ono to nchena the tribunal system, the choboy court system. Although once a chairman of the tribunal or a lawyer, but there's no requirement for him to have the training to be a proper judge. And then lay persons. Look, it is a disaster. Complete disaster. Then again, Dami Iyoko, Dami bail bond, honors bail conditions. And now, cover property 50 million, cover property 30 million, 100 million. On ye, share Yenya Kwabna Edubuahin. He's a young man. He has committed over 20 years of his adult life serving this country as an intelligence officer. In Yadayado, they keep wake to protect us. He doesn't deserve what he's going through. National security in someone can wapado. So how national security for operate to keep the peace, to protect us? If Antase nase awo ipede jina na security for one expenditure do not bokwe no, there will be no national security. The way the young man is being mistreated on in a year, yenya no NDC for unjay on yet. Now let's talk about wound to me. In him there all along, no wound to me case no. Mete na mensha dan tase papa. All along the impression created ni there wound to me waka ya galamse. That's the impression. Onwa Ghana fupi na was all wound to me ya galamse. Obi mo bia mo nyima nyina. Markin judgment in 3 times. Open in him there even the charges no. They didn't charge him there. Why ya galamse? So onye galamse into wound to me or the prison no. Matse mahwe honorable Asedun Katia NDC chairman mahwe ni video okro Kumasi okoye interview na all year propaganda there MPP fo e ba ze yezi wuntumi na chi na obi a waka ye galamse wa say insu wa say we twetwe ye ndua wa me reho me say NDC fo mu wotimi yezen so won say wa dan obi si maka kade bibi nso asam no me kaka hwe na nyimpa no rusun all kan ya odi nyankopon ni dimpo abam and this for so benyin wo twa asama to da wo baka ni na way a obi abejezi. That's what they've done to wound to me. Mama ni due wound to me mama ni due na nyankopon ni tumu so nton kan akoma ntuni e mo ndwendwe pi na yer namba na busua mama won shazen mishkade wonya akukudur na won bompai na nyankopon okasa man.
Right, leader Obeka say
na me tre galamse asem no mu.
Right.
When I read the judgment, now judge no what show the son won to me nanka so one mining lease. Son ombu mbrebiado na asem a wodi ye njan da nkrofo bi kotu gold wo won to me na asase do. And now we go to gold, one for Quempapa to be go to gold. Into o di forward the mazin. Hey, them number what kind na? Into the mining companies PE or Ghana doesn't mean there obi koya galamse wo obi no concession da.
You bet you why your concession no.
Come on, and brand waste in it. Wait in Brani Tazi. So, and they say 20 years, Uncle jail. All they wanted to do, perhaps, was to punish Wontumi for something else he has done. And all of us know why Wontumi is being punished. Obi any Morgana. But only the hair and them. Only the hair and them. You see? Ochina wo they be a make the masem you. And the reason why me to me a bold make the masem ya. Because MPP are brodo. And they may be now me free do yes system against NDC phone. Me can wasam.
Right, I want to come here and say MPP are too lenient. And who of course. I thought be na NDC for Asamba or one case you don't family kwan so bu okra ulidi a patrol.
Oh yes, it is true because me feel there. Me feel there. Kememi kebi. Only there in your politicians no. Yes, the damazin ye nusu on what. And I've not changed my position. But I'm worried because Abia or China, the way they are going, you know, they will make it difficult for me to even attempt.
So be patrol.
Mabaka dem yenjay. Mbojo, Abia and America sa won basrom. Obaga me fi Afeny Markin on me akrampo no obetum wajibia munam. Abia. Oh my mind today. But I'm saying that the cycle must end somewhere. I won't sit here and say, under Akufo-Addo, it was perfect. I won't say that a political attack, this is the first time. I won't say that. It would be hypocritical on my part to say that. But I'm also saying that even if it did, let's end it. Make it better. And change the way we go about things. I am not saying that don't ensure accountability. Don't demand accountability. I haven't said. But demand accountability with a human face. Let justice be seen. That there is justice. Let people see justice at play. Why did they arrest Miracle Abuaji at the airport? Why are they misleading people that Miracle Abuaji were 30 million, 40 million on their account? Why are they doing that? Why are they tarnishing the young man's image? And unfortunately, sometimes I and MPP before we fall into their trap. We sometimes even believe it. Sometimes, yes. They set the agenda. Now what pe wa wunyan kubi. Now what information be a man. Now what say, Charlie, akwana sem na nye kra obwa propaganda. So people living around you in your close circle, ebia wonyi mu ye ni may believe that ampa ekedibon. And yet them not it. Yet them not it. No. So they have mastered the propaganda. And then you go social media no sir. Wo be me pedam kan fanti. You go social media commenting na. You commenting ya no ye nyimpa o. Negative commenting no. What the only na AI? Artificial intelligence, them machine. We create a farm no what them NDC for no. One year home. Oh. If you the comment e bianche Maba who platform me then they target me. So they unleash them. Into no be obeto obekado. Afeny Markin krano or kasano social media and crofum pe. No. Yeni na no ye nyimpa machine. Or your technology. What the drive opinion? What? And this is one what the win aban propaganda no. Propaganda akohwe sam no into wo twasam kroto da e wona da no mama mi bi na wokosuin no o sa fanya ma obwa ibi sane there ibi no obwa mama obwa it's a game but are careful you fall into their trap into bon there e wona yakọ demonstration a very successful demonstration peaceful. Then we stage the madden into a stager. I want you careful. You hold it. Thank you. Instead of all MPP people doing hashtag democracy and attack, no one throw agenda no. We throw agenda now. Then once you join that conversation, so you realize that I didn't rush to any studio to respond to anybody.
Yeah.
I told people that, hey, be smart, MPP, be smart. Don't waste your time. If radio don't know what they're talking about, don't answer. Stay on course. Democracy and attack. That's the message.
Right. Leader, 1 minute per fact me any day kwan so me basis here.
My leadership to present a petition to the president, drawing his attention to some excesses. The youth are being arrested and jailed just for speaking truth to power. The chief of staff or the deputy or a very senior member of government under the circumstances and to lead it. We feel that with great respect to you and without prejudice to your presence, to nominate only you to come amount to disrespecting us as a political party. I'm the leader of the party in parliament. You have the general secretary of the party here. You have the chief of staff of the flag bearer. We have the chairman of the Constitutional Affairs Committee of the party. Members of parliament and the leadership of parliament are all here. But to disrespect our democracy by only nominating you to come, like I said, with great deference to you.
Right. Leader, the entire me board tape anyway, and say demonstration look also come out. But more present petition, kakra bi ese ho no, and my message
what I'm saying is that in this era, the politics are your woman. You have to know how to sustain your own message. Because I've done some training on social media, that is why me approaching it different. I've gone through some training. For instance, let me just give an example for the benefit of MPP4. Somebody may say something on social media. The thing may just have 2 likes and 1 share. The thing has not gone anywhere, but nimpan work. It will die a natural death. As soon as you go and pay attention to it, in the name of you want to tell your friend, for instance, me bibi afon na ma forward am. Then I forward it to somebody else. Then the close circles are all sharing. Then you are making the thing go viral.
Yeah.
So I always tell people that if you go and see anybody writing, saying something about, don't share it with me. Don't even read it.
Don't waste time on side,
Yes, because it's a trap. About on Saturday, for instance, I was hard on one senior member. For the first time, the senior member no, on send him WhatsApp message down. No one or send obi na sembi di bram. Na my friend, I say open. Inti MPP for your parliament. All the good things we've been doing, you don't share. You have not even forwarded a single debater. Yeah, it's been impactful to me though, leader. Well done.
Yeah.
Why are you forwarding NDC in Assam and work out from and up 7 a.m.? You are forwarding it to me. Or say, leader, I wanted you to know. I say, no. Know what? Please delete it from your end. In fact, I felt bad what I did, but I had to do it. I also had a good friend, my bosom friend be for many years. Every now and then, no, I forward it. Obina sama watch or no, also or send them. One day, me titi menu on message, bro. You know what? from today, even if you hear people going to kill me, don't tell me. Enough of this. Wejay. You see, social media operates in a funny way. I had a gossip kokonsa platform.
Yeah.
If you don't stay focused with your message will get lost. And those who know how social media operates are deliberate about it. Those who know how social media operates are very deliberate about social media. So they have a way they throw something in. Knowing that people like to gossip. Then they know, though, was the Damazi divert attention. So somebody can say that, oh, bottom assembly abapa worker. Then Obi say, oh, this person, he's saying this because he's jealous of me. Then people will become inquisitive. Oh, Dama, why is he jealous? Then they are rather sharing.
Side jealousy.
Bonde, ebia weko wiazo. Azina weko wiano is rather lost. Now, the person who is writing that Obi a jealous, will now engage others that Charlie, this is agenda, so share. Did you get it? Until you must be smart. If you are a social media communicator, if you are a politician in this era, you must always remember your own message. What is your message? So MPP for Yako demonstration. What is our message? We say democracy is under attack. So even it's 1 week, not say even if 10,000 MPP have that as their hashtag.
No more share.
No share. No throw on one page. Iko Ghana, the Iba Ghana trending issue, democracy under attack. The government will sit up. Now let me even come to young flag bearer, Dr. Baumia. How many people post Dr. Baumia? Yes, sir. We post birthday party, yen DP, ya church, you didn't maybe that to do yen a status. We want to sell Dr. Baumia. We want the youth. A lot of the youth did not vote. A lot of the youth, politics in Powantase. They are too busy. They don't know about governance. It is his image. We have the benefit of early primaries. NDC for any candidate yet. So one thing that as a party we can do now is to project the image of our flag bearer in such a manner there by 2028, now that is the household name and face. Obianim there, papaya na yenyim there. But how many of us are doing that? We don't get it. How many of us are doing that? Close circle friends, are they doing that? MPs, are we doing that? Former MPs, are we doing that? Party communicators, are we doing that? Constituency officers, are we doing that? Regional officers. The party machinery, Obia was social media. Are we posting the flag bearer? Because it's post as important as the flag bearer. It is Dr. Baumia and nothing else. Are we marketing him? Are we selling him? Which image are we creating for Dr. Baumia? He's an affable, peace-loving, conciliatory, a patient man, a good listener. What are we saying about him? So, you're the NDC for your work candidate, and now we'll be struggling to market. No. The time to project him is now. And we have to be deliberate about it rather than wasting time on NDC for one asama working and whatever what they do. Because as for them, they are in government. Their job is to make the life difficult for you.
Yeah.
Their national security apparatus is there. They have government communication bureau. I know. So as a minority leader, but we know how they strategize and go about it. Say, yen demo ya yakuri. Damiskamishes bina motin. It was a deliberate ploy to kill the demo. It was not accidental. One walk at the baby now also. No, it was not by accident. It was planned. They sat down. What she said there, look, go after Afeny Markin. Do this. Present it. No, what's another person? No, so what there's a onka. No, so onka them. One say yam of Rama, and as a political communicator who has gone through this thing kakrano, muhu the damn no orko. Sometimes be a call a TikTok washa wahoba. Don't even mind the person. Nimpano akaka we he can share, but that can remain within the circle of nanum crofono. Na unko baby mboyas masa. If for instance NDC for cook agenda about me, Afeny Markin. Now they start sharing among themselves. It is nothing. It will gain your friend and momentum. It will gain traction if it gets into MPP circles or those who are apolitical, and it is also shared. Then I don't know, we gain traction, and then they use the fake news where Awobe creates fake news. You know, now was account. So on so no or target the vulnerable. And then the obia ko TikTok, and what there is a way they target. You know, you obia a particular site be yeah. Bonde algorithms no obe lead you to ishakura bondo otuatu dama. So we as a party no, we need to educate our people. Party for no either who daminze me there e kat there ihun there who paying be NDC mbi asha na roba. Don't even comment, don't even waste your time. Chomnako oya agenda akọ to the wo wacho bibia for Dr. Baumia no nyama na wo soro ka share we nyaw. You can respond to it in a different way by raising your own issue. So just look at it, then prepare your message, and which would counter it in a different way. Sometimes you don't even make it direct, because making it direct will mean tracing the source. Yeah. Then you are getting the source to go viral. I hope you are getting the point. You sure?
Yeah.
It's no bois. So sometimes the timing in responding is also critical, because sometimes I don't know why what the test abutara whether you be emotional and then you panic and go giddy. No. Into no MPP for yansha ye.
Right.
Because power no baba ofi ankasa.
Right. Nansen time you ho ani ate say ya target MPs bi a ye bechichiro mo. No mu bubodin menim mo pick intelligence be efri hina a shake you.
Oh, open if all they want to do is to be arresting MPs, we are waiting for them. There's no problem. We are waiting. What I know is that they've been threatening some of my MPs. Sometimes it's been me a contribution. Then they will get BNI or to call them. They will on reports. I mean, I've solved a lot of these problems. I don't want to go specifics, but
undisturbed.
Oh, obviously, some people are disturbed. I mean, or you be no the same level of akukudura obiwo. Yeah. Obiwo wa bibi damohon. Especially in Yashwe and Obandama Nimpano on Casa or Parliament in Puno, Bondo Oyezen. Into Bonda deny one way. They be the same set of people in a Wakasa, But, I tell people that you're a politician now, you must sack yourself for everything. You must sack yourself for everything. But what I want to tell you, NDC, they should help our president to leave a legacy. They should not waste the 2.5 years ahead of their own government with all these arrests. Because when you're careful, they would rather destroy the image of the president. Because I believe he came back to leave a legacy. So they should help him to leave a legacy. And this arrests, it won't help them. I mean, that's what I'll tell them.
Right. Mami new sheriff in town. And this is what they say changes about. Honorable Agaga James, no majority leader no, a master stroke. Beha edom kumano. Changes no who saying.
Well, I can't comment on one strategy, but I'm saying that agruniform Osan onyoko Osan onyoko agruniform. They are in government, so they have a lot of space, you know. From what I heard earlier, Honorable Ayeka, Nenyu Anshada Anje, majority leader, Junumano, no pedo ye minister. No, yetin that ado. Mami Bisan, Minu Amati there, a pede going jamna, aka minister.
So tatana too much.
Oh no, I wouldn't want to go that route. I mean, Obiana Mope, me for instance, Yaba Parliament 2013, election petition. There were few meetings, then painful be said, hey, Namo, I watch it a post now, you know, now the expectation was that we were going to win the court case. Some elders were shocked when I said, well, me minister, me pay me a parliament. Okay? Yaba power, of course, first term, many opportunity to serve in any leadership capacity, but I still did my work. When eventually President Akufo-Addo Kado Oyem, majority leader, and the party took the decision, I had to go to him and say, I'm a majority leader without ministerial appointment to it. Because, you know, my attitude towards that portfolio on you there, mean a certain level of experience be with parliament. No, I'm boom and son amazing minister. It's my personal view.
Okay.
I'm very conservative when it comes to that because I see ministerial portfolio not as a hobby portfolio, but a very weighty responsibility. You need to enter the ministry with a certain level of weight. That's my personal view. So at any point, if MPP were BAME, now I want to go forward, the one year minister, I want to get into that particular ministry where certain weight be.
Okay.
That's my personal view. So, sir, I'm paying young flag bearer, Oba, power, Ochina, na Obisam, there, oh, leader, I want you to be a minister. It will be difficult for me to say there, say, I want to be a minister. It will be difficult to say that, yes, sir, I want to be a minister.
Okay.
I'm saying it will be difficult because I want to work in parliament.
107.3.
I want to work in parliament. I love parliamentary advocacy. I love the parliament work. I believe that the parliamentary democracy needs a certain level of enrichment. It shouldn't be seen as a second-class political work. Work in parliament must be taken serious. You make laws. You influence policy. Parliament is the face of democracy. So at any point, you know, it should have some men of substance who have the experience. So I love parliament. But obi so pede obey a minister or so biana nitimasam nadwen.
Right. Leader Fachame, see as opportunity abana NPP so here. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia settle on you.
I beg you, please stop it. Mopocho. Mopocho. I beg you.
Nana Mate.
Mopocho. Party in painful. Napo. Or your papa no running mate. Please. Don't lead me into that temptation. I'm not one of those overly ambitious people. Please.
Right.
I will know. I don't know why you said that, but I'm very serious on this. There are senior members in the party.
Okay.
I don't want this thing. Wankasa and I'm one obi jushana
or Pasama
mother mpocho. And opeso obi kofa asama mpocho. My young son will be beer. Yerusuman, na yam wo papan non fu negwa.
Okay.
mpocho atmasa yamma onso on fu negwa mon baba nde na yi awo so pede bi de menyo obi enya aprapre mpocho nwa wo pre running mate no count me out.
Right. Man, I support me leader.
No. It matters. Oh, it's okay. But social media.
Okay.
So let me be very clear. One hour pre running meeting. Emi kwame na menka wo bi. So be repera minim but menka wo bi. 7.3. Yerusu mo parliament. Party in mpanyimfo wom. Party in mpanyimfo wom. Mpanyimfo na ahinzi na edu won do no. Won fu wegwa yempie won na wonye won adwuma won pe wa brabom ma yen ye adwuma no parliament na party mpanyimfo wom nti emi running mate asem na won awo menka wo bi mpocho na obi anka fam ho adwen bi na party odubi anu mu yehu mpocho pi
fa chebeli da
medase pi
August 4 ewo MPP mu ehun won faso na ehun won faso ade ntie no ehun won faso.
Well, yenim painful we share was sort and our form the nationalist movement United Gold Coast Convention UGCC, and that laid the foundation for what we have today. It is true that Nkrumah Bay but for me CPP, and that eventually won the elections and became the first government. But that does not take away the fact that MPP and painful were forming the nationalist movement and laid that foundation. And we celebrate them for that work they did. In Yanwana, in Cheyenyuho, if UGCC, Abba United Party, Abba Progress Party, then there was a split, PFP and UNC. Then Yankopon Adom 92 mpanyimfo ni nyina asem bom yebo form MPP. Until 4th August it has its significance yantutu nfum ohian because dame dano na mpanyimfo waka de bronyi na membun or de yesu ye gye fa wuzi na yankasa yenya yan ebibifo yana membu nti oye azibia ehunhia mayan MPP for because yes a kai yin painful.
Right, when you move right quickly, you bet Jaws is here. Crop of leaders being MPP here going to 2028 general elections. Regional because now move to national.
Collective spirit, leaders with collective spirit. I said initially that we need to kill that individual competition spirit in us. You see, the world has moved from the era of individualism, teamwork, family. We don't love one another enough. We need leaders who love. I used to move my car one morning and drive to my colleague's house, go and visit, talk about family, talk about the party. Or they are doyen more, or they are the enizima young more, or they are drink party no ideology more. So be young for Moda, or they to me for Nyansa Quembedu, na ya catchran, mayan tone in chin. One person was some party pa odubia nkrofo wo bonizin ya yewa oyo me ye onye napo emi asam baby order no mezboto Matthew Poku Pempe. I saw his works when I came to parliament. I saw him when we introduced free SHS. I saw him in action at the Ministry of Education. He may not be perfect, but he has served this party. Sometimes we damage him. It's not fair. Where we find weaknesses in him, we should approach him and help him to correct himself. Share abrebo no easy o. To where you may have a weakness,
Yeah.
but you may not know. Oh yes, Gabi in any station, Nayati. Gabi, Papa, why am Unkrofo? He is not perfect. But when you be bonity, forgetting about even the good things that he's done for the party. I want us to celebrate one another and learn to forgive one another. Obina sama ba wo party ni mu a yenwu kona yeba foda yeba dunduja na wonso wonyi nyimpa. Sometimes you say yenwu dodo. We forget about the good things people do for the party, so we throw them under the bus. Obina sama ba was, oh, let's throw him under the bus. We don't have to do that. So if you want to ask for the new crop of leaders, and now MPP for your pedia party in Oko power 2028, the me is sui iwunya say yando yenwa yentum emfadwen or there ya kwasiya ma party self-sacrifice, and above all mpabo politics or you politics and mpabo nyim nkunyimzi nyim oye sunsu masem ekwa akagina da wonto abamo se esura mfa mo a runtumi nya esura mfa mo a runtumi nya nto ya yem bi se raze yen ni zinkita ho nkrofo an na wo bompe ma party de bia yekwa we are so selfish in our prayers. Do we even pray for our party? We don't. We all pray for ourselves. No. Do we pray for the party? Oh yes, Masam. You want Dr. Baumia to win. Do you pray for Dr. Baumia? Do you ask God to open doors for this party? To let his light shine upon this party? Do you ask God to grant this party his grace and favor? Do we say that just one phrase, just 1 minute of prayer? Do we pray for the party? Ya committee mpa, ya bompe mpa na ya mbodi ye. Onye nyuado aze. Oya mpaibo. So as a party, we should pray for the party. Ye nyina members no. Anopa ye wo morning devotion no. Na kai. Eko mosque. Edu utiri bofoma. Na kai. Party ebise raze. The ikuna a woman. Onfeni inshira. Na ododo mpaibo ehun. Ododo mpaibo ozi nkunyimzi nam misi dubio ododo mpaibo ozi nkunyimzi na ozi nam. You know, oyobia no sunsum yet enemy ehunti na Jesus can no. Also when 2 or 3 gather in his name, he is there. In other words, if ododo all your energies are coming together for a cause, there's a greater impact. Greater impact bi wo. Nti no nwa woyeye ayi wana wonyim mframem some, you know, masters no ebon pass wo fra bibi selfless prayer. Selfless prayer. Ebompa. No. Mbomon. Ebozisrem binum. It will come back. Was give and it shall be given unto you. And when the Jesus didn't send me pino ya bebu.
Yeah.
Jesus didn't send pino ya bebu. Was give and it shall be given unto you. Into bompa for me binum. Obi o anensa ye dende abuba. Ni trim ye sum. Obi always ka won ebusue mu mpo namba nkote na oka hon de bi ebe hwa na echi eyer na echi wo na dampemi na ohun na achi we nti no yetu ya mfu nyina yenka ye party won bible. We should pray for the party. The battle is the Lord's. I remember back in the days Cynthia Morrison, she had a group. Na anefebia na wo na Akufo-Addo ni fie wo bompe. That group. Those days your opposition no, odu baby no. Mbesiafo wo politics mo ye pa o.
Yeah.
Mbesiafo wo so party ni mu a. Na was one paibo wo bo mpaibo wo bompa inye kunafo na wo bompa wo ridimon. Ho NDC fuma wo ye nyina bonda wato fum. Oya mpaibo bonda sure boy. Na chi baumio. Nti yambompa.
Martin leader, you better say but
you
mumpae.
Yamfa me hona.
MPP.
Na ye hona.
A leader.
Ye leader no was.
Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia.
That's it. And stop individual what? Hey, you were not here.
Empire.
No, and stop individual competition.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, who you from? Not there.
Fetch him, leader.
Hey, we should stop individual competition.
Okay.
It won't help us. Let's be collective. Obini weakness, no, go approach the person and correct him.
And you need to know what to gumsa.
Yada umpo na kemija de obi to forma. Obeya wo 10. No, all we have that was weakness. Don't know why your politics as you see as our NDC for what the Chinese, they are able to come together easily. They are able to get collective easily. Until you may see them to having problems. Parliament are way. I see a lot of problems amongst them in the majority. I see it. So baby I'm but what bodon pepe they all come together as if there's no problem. MPP fa nchebe mo bi ehu. Ombempo nyimpa na omba whip nimpa. That is our weakness. So we need to work on this so that the individual talent that we have would have that collective power, no way near impact. And that impact is what will bring us power. I rest my case. Thank you.
Right, leader, you better ask for your time. Yeah, that's a OPK Seminchiao. Protozo Seminchiao. Almost so many mutio. I never can be so much. Obano Mazempa Protos was a very hard working MP. Very hard working MP. Yan a 42 first time meseno. 1 year was a superstar. MPP yan 42 first time meseno. Me bompe de Nyankopon Bobuama wonyina wetu wako on oppose. Amen. Me bompe because what bomb wasn't do. What bomb wasn't do. They work so hard. So hard. First time meseno. Me bompe pa. There. Wonyina wobotu wenya second term. Because minim there they are more than determined to see the party gain majority come 2028 elections. Ayen yenyinyim zibi wo GOLDBOD for one transactions a warrior one kasa one office. Na yenyim there sana e be important because say it to gold na aton gold a in boka is in faso na ezeba. Oye IMF for one reporter aben enya copy IMF for actual there by as of December 2025 no losses no was in excess of 9 billion cedis. Onye mi na mabomitrim no bi abeshama horoba. Onye mi ibio ayen minority ye raise the mensami. There was an emergency joint board meeting between GOLDBOD and Bank of Ghana. Immediately we raised this matter in January. And
as a result of that joint board meeting no fees na no over 15% no they themselves reduce it to 9%. So the question is that if I am minority for no ye nkontompo bi na ye twa oyakorisam na ye twa ibazinti na fees no from the original 15% na IMF query no was a bar 9%, then further reduce it to 5%, and subsequently governor no enwubi denti onya akukudruka de anwan Bank of Ghana watch one way fee gold board dam finance no ho minia Ghana hanehu odubi ayempe no kwa dam losses it can build schools, it can complete the agenda 111 and over, it can construct more roads, and Ghana will not need to borrow. If the cost of implementing an economic policy is overwhelming, it's far in excess of one kasawo budget, you have to review it. Se bibinya Ghana fo or the wo boyen minority fo ya bado. Yen yanum NDC fo no or the wo boyen abado. That true yen advocacy no. Nzama bi anche obo prowon ebia wo sesi ni baby. Nti onye ten na mama bro. Na GOLDBOD for no wasam ni den mpocho. Have they soon forgotten that when they were in opposition, they were so loud? Why? Yama Mrs. Liadapa, was she ever given the opportunity to be heard? Or no? Would say na semumpana was BBI politics? Cecilia Dapa?
Yeah.
Or your mamia wa bobra? That woman wa bobra. And so politics inti nyimpa de senyi oguna nyima ase wo kroma ende de nyimpa eka GOLDBOD asem I say hey mo wonbonizi. When he had the opportunity, he didn't spare any of these people. But that's not what we are doing. He goes on attacking personality, even in government today, enjoying a sikakoko no, still no, the arrogance of power, washaroba numpono onjai. All right? And then yambra yamami Chief Justice yamami toko no baby awobi ami cheo. Mami no okro conference was Zambia or Tanzania. Ni pediama was a man no. Oben was there one retire the me impression ye. What was the amount involved? $4,000. Ye GOLDBOD in ye or Katina Joy FM share pa. Os wonyi nezi show obia wa bone bra. Wa be ye lawyer, wa be a judge, high court, commercial court, wa court of appeal, wa be the Supreme Court. Na wa bona bado, wa be a Chief Justice. We yi nezi ya yo. Otifie. When you entitlement. In fact, I wrote some woman there. Na the police officer Odanwa Bono Ben about 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, Onumponu was withdrawn. The police officer has been withdrawn. You know, there are some people in this country, when you be a what zinewu, now so one is it. A scientific in what's or koto de the budget. Inti yenyanum na washa se washa horoba. Emi Kwame menyimi nuanu minority fo yeremfa ahobehye in your politics, and I won't reply. Hey, we botu wako social media wako high nkrofo won ko church on some tromo
but yan how
oh ame men kanumpo ame mayankofo mpo se kan hu bibi bone famo na edisene mama. I will text you and say don't ever do that again, because those are all distractions. Why? J.H. Mensah, go and read graphic of 1999. I've forgotten the date. That was library. Front page, banner. J.H. Waboda Mensah. J.H. Mensah. 99. I was a young student, UCC. McCraw UCC library.
Okay.
I still remember graphical front page banner J.H. Waboda Mensah. It was a certain NDC penyin bi no she J.H. Mensah Robadam, and it was on graphic front page. Ne J.H. Mensah says ojitum do J.H. Maboda Mensah. Me kai the masaman. Inti yem panyimfo na wodi yen anyim no. Nwanya na trotro ka. Awuru bezi wo hye wo bi. J.H. Mensah nizina Markin as a minority leader. He went through a lot, but he didn't give up. Me, I am my conscience is very clear. Issue, if I'm not sure, I won't raise it. And as it be obabano, look, minority for your research team. Yan so kekene yanka yasem ehun de ne na say your policy coordinating committee headed by Kojo Oponkroma, they are putting out issues. Inyada ye so keke na ye kasa. Mbojat masa. We are elevating the politics so that Ghana for oh, look, it will position on in there. You hold on to straw. Assembly and Ayeka. That's not our style. You know, we want to go down in history there. Minority, we were most responsible in terms of advocacy, engagement on national issues. It's yen so ankasha roba. Yadam ne yete. Bibia yazeba outer. Yankasa ye research. Look, MPP, sometimes I wish that people know when we meet and we discussing issues, the debate okodo. Obia chana don't do this, do this. They be a yadam not. That is MPP. Odibia yangaza no, ye communication no, na odibia na kwachoka krana. But if we get the communication strategy no right, there's no way party be able to make beat in an election. But we'll leave that for another day. What I'm saying there, GOLDBOD is all called one. APRO is bad. Now they are saying that they are going to get themselves involved in forex trading. Why? Do they have the license to do forex auctioning, forex, writing to the commercial banks? Is that their responsibility? Do they have a license to do that? Look, one thing, and Zaman Koye Galamsey has gotten out of hand. GOLDBOD won't go that what if you want more? Small scale miners. Is there a policy by GOLDBOD to distinguish between regularly mined gold and Galamsey gold? In your GOLDBOD, a penny no order no okojina a river be in Chenoya press conference. Okache Ghana funyina there won't share the color of the river. Ana nyono ye. Mupocho.
On one area.
Inti sendena ma babim. Na nyankopon ti dem egwana mowa. Look, if they embark on reform, I will be the first to support.
Okay.
If the things we tell them and they listen, the gold for reserve policy or Juma, we would come out and commend them. But when we raise issues and we are subjected to attack using certain, pedestrian language on us, thinking that we'll also condescend with you, no, we will not. Thinking that we would also reply that no, we will not do that as minority. Let them attack. Let them say what they want to say. But no on a yakano. You see, sometimes somebody may say and IMF losses no. Our Bank of Ghana was in him. Our Bank of Ghana was in him. Really? But if a transaction no leading to the losses. How can you tell me the gold board made profit? Profit from what? You have a profit. A profit in your base. How can you tell me the nyamfaso? When you are offloading the losses to another entity, then you want to call it another name. Then you present another books and say, oh, you have made profit. Into here can let go and hire somebody on social media to insult us, or hire people to go and write using unprintable words on us. Go and get somebody on a foreign land to begin an attack. It doesn't work on me. It won't work on any of us. Emi so be at damia aroba means echi. But the truth would always stand. Yesha aseno waso Ayeka no. So now the question that I want to ask, even NDC far one pede wo hu no kwanye there. How come that the fees at 15%
reduce it to 9?
They reduce it to 9, and the federal reduce it to 5, and now BOG says that it has washed its hands off completely. Doesn't that alone vindicate the minority, the so-called ignorant minority? If the minority was that ignorant, why was there an emergency board meeting between Gold Board and Bank of Ghana when we raised a red flag? Why is BOG answering to the queries of IMF? Yenya ye pe omani ye. Misi dubio omani ye pe ni ye. Intinu yenya anum ni bi owa. Wonya abotar. Na ikroyi yenyina yanyu ho tim. Yenyu politics are ye back in opposition. She ne na answer MPP for your demonstration ni. Yen leaders ni nyimpa krumpo ambo President Mahama nizin. Yan shikasa intien. MPP penyin biara ankasa intien. It was a civilized approach, raising the issues to express our dissent on governance issues. We stayed on course. But these same people use a certain spin. Na de bia no peda wadanda won. MPP bi anka sharoba. We had a peaceful demonstration, and you bring some bo cabo na bado. A demonstration no yemu binum na ye wodem. Na wo for wadwen. Nkofu pi na wa kumetri there, it may not yield the desired result. But cabo or chair ni leadership. Sabio nyimpa zo yaza na abona bado. MPP for the mazo ya yenyime ye. We are quick to criticize ourselves, but we are not quick to honor the industry of our colleagues. Into mebo kabo na bado.
Okay.
Mebo na nabi na bado. And all others who worked behind the scene, who supported with the ideas. Yan papa, me papa, because me kadame papa, or Safata, dama kadame papa. Frank Davis, Chairman Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee. He showed leadership from beginning to the end. Ozimin Honor Nanayan yo onya accident some 2 years ago. Only fully. But opinion Frank Davis, lawyer Frank Davis, ni payin medui or from beginning to the end. Former majority leader, Honorable Chairman Sabonsu, our a young flag bearer in office. Odim Shanin Fe, okay, 70. Odim Tintin, ya de chasse. One stop, oh baby, oh, do baby say, hey, leader. Sana one was in them. Inti, amazing. In your NDC for 1 hour yet, and I'm a pede. You waste your time on. As some corner de biamaka, me say MPP for one hard work
107.3
unity. If you combine unity and hard work, so unity plus hard work equal to victory. If we are able to drop individual competition as a party, compete, collective spirit, strength. Obi a mistake afran wakukom minua hanankoye yentenan obi ye dwuma abona bado ahye nkran a complimenting. Then yenyina we apply our shoulders to what? The wheel. Na ye push ko. Ibon mo besi 2028. Nkunyimzin oboto boko. Bonda Dr. Baumia yazne segodo. Bonda Osun Frankan ori him. That's all we need.